So, a new academic year is almost upon us. But what does that mean for me and for this channel? Let's find out. Hey everyone, it's me, Liam, or Mr. Knight, or DystopiaJunkie, whatever it is you know me as. It's been a while since my last update, and I thought it'd be a good idea just to let you know what the plans are for the channel in the future, just to keep you in the loop, and to let you know that I haven't fallen off the face of the earth and died, basically. So yeah. So a bit of context first. It is the 23rd of August 2019. aka the day after GCSE results day. Now, first of all, yesterday was such a lovely, wonderful day. I cannot express just how proud I am of my former students and my former tutor group. I saw so many happy and proud faces. I saw so many people who were relieved and knew that the hard work that they'd done had paid off. And I just can't express, it was such an awesome, lovely, wonderful day. There were some pupils I know who maybe felt a little bit disappointed in how they did, and to anyone who's maybe feeling a bit down on their exam results, know that you cannot be defined by some numbers or letters on a piece of paper. You are so much more than what a few years of education say you are. If things didn't quite go to plan, your options are open. You've still got plenty of different opportunities. Talk to your college, talk to your sixth form, see what you can do with what you've got. It might mean going down a level and doing a level 2 course first before going to level 3. It might mean change things up slightly. But the universe has a funny way of making things work out in the end. It might seem pretty rubbish right now, or might seem a bit bad, but it'll work out in the end, I promise you that. Yesterday also marked my last official thing as a teacher, and that's sort of something I want to talk about. I am no longer a teacher. It was by no means an easy decision for me to make, and I left behind some awesome classes. I left behind a phenomenal tutor group. I left behind 2 Year 10 classes, and doing that has left me feeling massively, massively guilty. They know what I think of them. They know I've had plenty of chats with them in class, and I know that they're going to be absolutely fine. They've got fantastic people coming in to teach them or to tutor them this next year, and they're going to be more than fine. They're going to be fantastic. There are plenty of other amazing pupils that I had to say goodbye to as well at my school, and I'm sure they know who they are, and there was a whole number of them. And for all of you, I just want to wish you massive, massive luck with what you've got coming ahead. Whether you're going to year 11, you're starting your GCSEs, or even if you're going to year 9 and year 8, good luck. Work hard, be good, listen, learn, have fun, do some awesome stuff. I know you can. Being a teacher is something that I'm really going to miss. There are so many awesome, awesome parts about being a teacher, and most of that comes down to the people. I will miss my colleagues. I will miss working with young people all day. I'll even miss having those chats with parents where I get to tell them how amazing their son or daughter has been. Teaching is hard. Teaching is a lot of work, and I wouldn't have changed that. I think it's funny, I think it is fun, I think it is interesting, and I think teaching really does have the power to change the world. Certainly, it has the power to change young people's lives, and if you young people are the future, then that's how we can help that. Teaching is still very much something I might come back to one day. I haven't ruled it out, and certainly, having just gone through results day, it made me feel very sad to know that I won't be able to do that again. Now, just because I'm no longer a teacher, it doesn't mean that I won't be doing GCSE revision videos anymore. You might have noticed actually, if you've looked at my channel, that this is the only video up on it at the moment. And that's because I took down some of the older videos because I wanted to redo them all and do them all properly. So at the moment I've actually covered 12 out of the 18 GCSE anthology poetry videos. I'm just waiting to do the other 6 and then I'll upload them sort of you know, one after the other. After that I am hoping to cover some of the Shakespeare texts, cover some of the other literature texts as well, and just doing what I can to help pupils do as best they can in their GCSEs. I'll also be doing some maybe stuff on study skills and revision and stuff like that, and part of that is because I'm going to be doing some studying myself. But what kind of studying, you might ask? Well, I'm off to the University of Birmingham to complete a PhD in English literature. But what does that mean? Okay, we need to go back a few steps. I'm certain that most of you are probably in the middle of your GCSEs, or you're about to start them, or you've just finished them. So we'll start there. If you were to follow the traditional academic path, after your GCSEs, you'll do some A-levels at a college or sixth form. Now, A-levels are where you study only a small handful of subjects, but in much more depth. After that, following, again, that traditional academic path, you'll go on to university to complete an undergraduate degree, most of which lasts 3 years. Now, normally that's in one subject, although you can do a joint honours degree too, which is where you study 2 subjects that are probably related. You can get a number of different undergraduate degrees, such as a BA, a Bachelor of Arts, or a BSc, a Bachelor of Science. I've got a BA in English with Creative Writing, which I got from the University of Nottingham in 2015. After you get your BA, or your undergraduate degree, you can get a postgraduate degree, which is more commonly called a Master's. Typically these are a year long, but not always. Again, I've got a Master's. My Master's is in Creative Writing, and again I got that from the University of Nottingham. It is worth noting that some degree programs, especially the sciences, they squish together the bachelor's degree and the master's degree, so there's one 4-year course. The next level up from a master's degree is the PhD, which is one of the highest academic qualifications possible. Right, so that's how you get to a PhD, but what is a PhD? Well, a PhD is a degree that is typically between 3 and 4 years long if done full time. A friend of mine, he's recently put it as 3 years to get the PhD done, but 4 years to make it not late, which is kind of quite nice. I quite like that. Now, a PhD is original research, meaning that it's doing something that probably hasn't been done before, or it's applying something in a new way, or reading something in a new way. In most instances in the UK, this also means that there is very little taught content. You don't necessarily go to lectures or seminars in the way that you would if you were completing your BA or MSc or whatever. A PhD is super specialist, meaning that although you're having a significant impact on an area of study, that area of study is quite small and quite specific. Certainly for an English Lit PhD, a PhD means doing a lot of reading and a lot of writing. Now, I've got a few friends who are just finishing up PhDs in the sciences, and they've also done a bit of lab work and experiments and things like that. Doing a PhD might also mean delivering your research in conferences too. Now, by the end of the PhD, you should, at least for an English Lit PhD, have a book-length essay or series of essays. In terms of words, that'd be somewhere around 80,000 to 100,000 words, or at least that's what it is for me. You'll also do a viva as well, which is a kind of spoken exam in which you discuss and defend your research with a world-leading expert in your area of study. I'll probably make a video about that just in 3 or 4 years' time, all things going to plan. Now, the chance to go and do a PhD is an unbelievable opportunity, and it was one that I didn't think I could turn down, hence leaving teaching. Now, going to the PhD is going to be an amazing, exciting, probably quite tricky journey, and it's a journey that I'm choosing to take you all on with me, because as well as doing my GCSE revision videos, I'm going to be vlogging the PhD too. Now, why am I choosing to do that? Well, first of all, when I was in the process of sorting out my PhD application and going through all the hoops that I needed to do that, I didn't really know what necessarily I was setting myself up for. As I've already said, I've got some friends that are doing science PhDs, but a science PhD and an English Lit PhD are very different. And so I wanted to record and chronicle my PhD journey so that any other future potential English or humanities or arts-based PhD applicants have maybe a clearer idea of what they might be getting into. Within my PhD vlogs, I'm also going to be including day-to-day university student life. And now the reason why I'm doing that isn't just to, break up probably the long periods of time where I'll be reading or writing for you guys, but also because I want to show you what it's like to be a student at university. I know that for a number of young people, university is this word that is bandied around quite a lot. It's something that maybe a lot of students feel like they should go into or feel like they have to go into, but maybe they don't necessarily know what that is. And so I'm going to vlog the PhD journey to show you what it's like to be a student at a university, to give you a clear idea of what you could expect. Hopefully, I mean really hopefully it's going to be a positive journey, and hopefully it's going to make you feel like university is something that you might want to do. Vlogging my PhD journey will also give me a bit of extra accountability and motivation. If I feel like I've got you lot all there with me on the journey, then it's going to spur me on, especially maybe in those times where my research isn't going too well, or I feel bogged down by the reading or the writing that I've got to do. So I'm doing it to help you to help me to help you to help me, I think, if that makes sense. Possibly I might use the PhD vlogs to get some of my research out there as well. Of course, the idea of doing a PhD is that I'm going to be researching and publishing my research, and maybe YouTube is a vehicle I can use for that. I'm not entirely sure on the ins and outs of that yet, and I'm not entirely sure if YouTube's the best place for it either, but it's something I'm definitely considering. Right, but what else is going to be on this channel? There's the GCSE videos and there's the PhD vlogs. But I'm also thinking of doing, as I said earlier, some study skills. I'm going to be studying myself. I'm going to be hopefully sharing ideas on how to make effective notes, or how to make the most from a new academic year, how to read effectively as from a studying perspective rather than a pleasurely perspective. Different revision strategies that I've used in my time and I've seen my students use over time. I would like to do some book reviews as well. I'm going to be reading an awful lot, and I think I need to get my ideas out somehow, otherwise they're going to be taking up a lot of space in my brain and probably rotting or something. I've got an idea of a series called Dystopias 101, where I go over like the real key fundamental texts of dystopian literature and sort of go over why they're important, what they're about, the themes and topics and ideas that they go over and why they include them. Again, not too sure, but it's something that I'm thinking about. I'm going to experiment and play around with maybe. I might also include some reflections on teaching, things that maybe I've done differently or done better if I were to go back and do it again, or going back and do it in future. there might be people who are thinking about becoming teachers watching my videos, and for you, I might even see if I can pass on any wisdom that I might have. I mean, I taught for 3 years, I did learn some stuff, and hopefully I could pass on some lessons for you that might help you with either applying to become a teacher, or maybe your journey during your PGCE or NQT year and beyond. Again, just hopefully doing whatever I can to help you lot, really. One thing I'm pretty sure I won't be doing though is a Minecraft Let's Play, so sorry to disappoint you. So to finish, what is going to be going on in this channel in future? Going to have the GCSE videos, PhD vlogging, and then possibly book reviews, study skills, applying to uni, Dystopias 101, etc, 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 etc. Hopefully you're keen and excited and you like what you're hearing, because at the end of the day I'm making this to help you guys, keep you guys interested, and to see if I can put something positive out there into the world. Please, please, please do like, comment, subscribe, share these videos. You know the drill by now. Doing that is going to really help me to reach more people, and that way if I can help even more people, I'm just going to get more out of making these videos for you. Now, just before I finish up, you've probably noticed that my channel icon and banner, they've been updated. They look a bit snazzier now. All thanks to that go to my friend Charlie, who is an amazing illustrator and animator. We actually met at secondary school and we sort of grew up together, and yeah, he's really helped me out there, so thank you so much, Charlie. Those icon and banner, they're going to be used across my social media pages for this channel. So I have this YouTube channel, and I also have an Instagram account and a Twitter account for it, and all three are DystopiaJunkie. Now, to thank Charlie, he said is an amazing artist and illustrator and animator, and a link to his website is down in the description. So again, Charlie, thank you so very much. Now, just before we finish, I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and you know what, I'm going to go for a likes goal here. As soon as this video hits 20, I'll aim low for now, 20 likes, I will start to upload the first 2 poetry anthology revision videos. So if you want those, coming up sooner rather than later, get liking, get your friends to like it as well, you know, get a bit of hype around the channel, and we'll get those videos out as soon as we can. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome rest of the day. Cheers!